Hey guys, how are we doing? Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back another YouTube video. I'm just going to be a disclaimer to start with. I'm extremely hungover. It was my girlfriend's birthday celebration last night, so we were out till very late with some of my friends. And why not have a little bit of a celebration when crypto's doing what it is? With that being said, need to come and lock in again today, Saturday, and look at the charts. There's a lot going on. We've had some news as well. In fact, we'll start with the news. Garlinghouse has said and come out that tomorrow he will be live on 60 Minutes. People are like, is this a sell the news event? Is this good? Is this bad? I personally believe when you're in these like massive uptrends for an asset, let's just quickly show you on the daily time frame. When you're in an uptrend like this, news acts as positive catalysts more often than negative. Obviously, could be wrong, but we're about to see Garlinghouse in front of a lot of people who probably don't have access or exposure even to crypto, and also have a lot of capital being the boomers. So potentially an influx of new capital coming into XRP off the back of Garlinghouse on 60 Minutes. That would be my speculation. Let's see. I'm not 100% sure, but let's see. Aside from this, XRPL DEX had the highest volume ever on Monday. $250 million, I think it was. I think that's what Vet said. Let me see. Vet did comment on this somewhere. Vet. I read it earlier, but I can't remember now exactly how much it was. But it probably says on this chart, $1 billion of volume on the DEX. And guess what that is because of, guys? Well, not just because. A large amount is because of memes on the XRP ledger. And I mean this when I say, when XRP takes its next leg up, I expect XRPL memes will do well and they'll probably outperform. This is how capital rotation often works. People feel rich in an ecosystem and spend within the ecosystem, and then the flywheel occurs. So then people feel more rich and then spend more. And that brings volume to the network, and then that also makes the network's price go up. So looking at price action, XRP is flirting with a breakout, guys. This structure is very similar, in my opinion, to the structure we had here. It is so similar. In fact, I might bars pattern it. I haven't done this, so this is going to be live. It's probably not going to be completely accurate, but you're going to see what I'm seeing hopefully here. If it's just bars pattern this, just have a look at the sort of structure that we're playing out here. Look, this is what happened. It's not a perfect copy, but it's not far off at all. Look at it. So we take the high, we come back, we have the first like test of a low, we try and break out, we have the second test of a low, we form a higher low, we break through the resistance level that's been causing resistance the whole time, we come back, we back test that, and then off we go. Then obviously that bars pattern ends, it's like there and then here, and then it just goes all the way up like that. So that is what we're looking for. We've had some time for indicators to cool off, like the RSI and the stochastic RSI. The hourly stochastic and RSI look like they're ready to go. Again, we've cleared this grey box here. I think we go up towards probably the 702. Then if we follow the other structure, we probably come up to like 618 or 702. Come back test the top of this box, and then send it if we follow that completely. Again, like we had this downtrending resistance level, and this is what we had here too. Remember this, and we got the break, and once we got that break, we back tested, and then that was it. We still chopped a little bit before the acceleration, but look, we got the break, and we haven't really had the back test. Depending on where you draw this, you could say there, and then we may have, but that was the sort of structure I was looking at. We break out, we back test, or we break out the downtrend, we sort of consolidate for a little bit below resistance, get the break, maybe come back test and send it off. I did say I think we'll see all-time highs this weekend. I'm still going to stick by that. It's obviously a hard ask now. We've got like 36 hours ish from where I am. Well, actually, technically, let's have a look on the daily time frame, because I want to show you the charts there as well, and I'll tell you exactly how long. We've got 38 hours from here for the daily close for the end of the weekend and the weekly close in general. So can we get all-time highs by then? Where's all-time highs? Up here. I think it's possible. It's not necessarily guaranteed, but it's possible. Because we had like 1-2 days and then a big day. So that'd be one day today. It's yesterday, average day, maybe 2 days, and then tomorrow could be the big day. It takes us to all-time high, coming in hand with the 60 minutes episode. And look at the stochastic RSI on the daily. This is something that's very interesting, guys. Look at the level that that's been down to, like 4. The last time it was at 4 was literally here at 53 cent. And the last time it was even in this oversold area was literally here at 52 cent. That's how much the RSI has cooled off on the daily. The stochastic RSI, that is. The RSI, standard RSI itself, is just bouncing on the top of the oversold area, overbought area, sorry, and potentially finding some support and then continuing. I quite like it when the RSI stays in this overbought area because it shows like ultimate momentum. We've got the weekly close incoming, and obviously we are still overcooked on the RSIs there. But something that I want to pay attention to and want to bring you guys your attention to is, let's just see of this. It'll be the highest weekly close ever. If we can get a few more percent, like let's see how much more percentage points we need to get the highest weekly close ever. We need about 11% move from here in the next 2 days for the highest ever weekly close for XRP against the dollar. Then we look at XRP against ETH. We need like 3%. I think I looked at this earlier. It's like 2-3% for the highest ever close against ETH. It's like, yeah. It's like 4.6%. I'm sure it was less than that. Maybe I'm not drawing it in right. Oh, no, I have. Yeah, it's about 4.6. That's 5.4. Let's see exactly. From where we are now is right here, and the highest close, 3.8%, there you go, from where we are to get the highest weekly close against ETH since 2020, December of 2020, and then against Bitcoin, we do need a bit more of a percentage push against Bitcoin. It'd be flipping lovely if we got like a big move today, honestly, big move today and tomorrow, and we just like cleared all this in. It's a 53% move, which is obviously like a phenomenal move, and I don't expect us really to get that against Bitcoin, but that would be unreal for strength if we got that for XRP. I do expect that these resistance levels do or will provide like an area of stalling, which we kind of are at the minute, but that would be like the dream scenario. XRP dominance, pretty much if we get the close here, it's the highest weekly close in dominance since 2020. And if we go a little bit further, I'd like to get the close at least above the wicks. So that would be another like 5% move in terms of dominance. There's no way, is there, that we get a 60% move and finish above in the 6% level. That would be incredible. Maybe that's next week's task. It'd be quite a lot to ask for in a day or so. Although having said that, we haven't really seen any like crazy candles yet for XRP. Yes, we have seen a lot of like big gains, weekly gains, very nice. Like, let's have a look at the percentage of these weekly gains. We've had a 81% in a week, a 36, and a 60%. But we haven't seen any like 60% days. I know that sounds like a bit moon boy, but we do get those sorts of things when we go into these like advanced, like big advances that we have done previously. Like for example, this day here, what is that? That's 168%. Even these days are probably quite like large. I'd say they're 50-60% sort of days. 43 and 47. So you do get them for XRP. Like even here, when the price was higher, the price here was at 24 cent, and we still got like a 58% day there, and the price here was at 48 cent, and we still got a 80% day there. So they still happen even at these like larger prices. Like that's a 54% day, and we were at 120 at that point. So we haven't seen anything like that. They even happened back here in the 2021 cycle. This candle here was 42%, and we were at 60 cent at the time. So as I said, they happen when we haven't really seen them yet on the daily. We've had a few decent candles, but nothing like obscene yet. And I do expect that they will come at some point. When, I don't know. Maybe the 60-minute interview will change things, or like that will really spark that catalyst for things to really start popping for XRP, like on huge scale. I also think a potential catalyst could be if ETH breaks out of this range. We're very close here for ETH to break out, and I think that would trigger a larger alt season. A more broad alt season, something that I've got some exposure to is Sushi Swap, and I'll just take all the drawings off to show you this chart. But realistically, Sushi Swap's also been consolidating since May of 22, and this range, if it breaks this range here, you're probably looking to at least like $5, if not towards 10 for Sushi Swap, and it's at 182 currently. Like, I was buying my bag, I'll show you actually, the green lines where I bought, it's like 90 something cent. 94 cents. So I think things are on the verge of getting extremely exciting. As and when, I don't know. Bitcoin's flirting around 100k. What I just want to see what I want to see, not necessarily what I think is going to happen, is just like a little bit like, oh, that's the wrong color. Let's get that in white so I can show you. White is just not. Let me quickly change it to white. And then we'll get rid of it. There we go. What I would like to see is just something like either like this, and we just chopping about, and maybe come down and just chop, and like we're just working ranges out. The reason I would like, or even we just go like this, and then we come down slow, and we just stay in this sort of area, work ourselves out, and then push. Or Bitcoin does this, but like slowly moves up in those sort of trends. Because if we go too fast for Bitcoin, they're what I want, not necessarily what I think are going to happen. If we go too fast for Bitcoin, then we will suck liquidity from alts, probably. If we drop too fast for Bitcoin, we'll probably also suck liquidity from alts. So whatever Bitcoin does, we just want it to be like chilling. But the Bitcoin daily RSI does look like it's about to cross bullish again, and the stochastic is in the oversold on the daily that potentially could turn up. There is also a world though where Bitcoin starts to rip it and alts go with it, and Bitcoin doesn't lose too much dominance, but still gains a lot in terms of price. There probably will be a dominance bounce at some point, maybe to the bottom of this parallel channel, and then a continuation down. I do think that XRP is going to front run everything. I think it's going to continue. Normally what you see are these sorts of things. It's like, think about Solana before like the Christmas sort of period last year, before the first little spike up that we had. Solana was running, everything else wasn't, and then what happened? Solana just kept running basically, and that's what I think is going to happen with XRP, XLM, and Cardano and HBAR sort of assets. Obviously, I'm mainly focused on XRP. Let's see if I'm going to be right. In this last pullback period that I'm comparing us to, we had 4 days of red, then we started sending. This time we've had 3 days and a bullish engulfing daily, with the stochastic RSI looking like it's about to cross bullish again. Could we be about to see that breakout, and could I be right on my all-time high by the end of the weekend projection? Let me know in the comments. I'm sorry I've been a bit flat today. As I said, extremely hungover. Please do subscribe if you enjoyed, and share it with a friend. Peace up. A-Town down, as Crypto Insight UK would say.